Hi Virgo. I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everybody allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing there be this debate. Okay, so before I started the reading, I was hearing something about like Virgo getting the ball rolling. I don't know like which ball we're getting rolling, but I'm seeing this be important. And I'm also seeing you go back and forth between like maybe wanting to say something or having a conversation with somebody. Definitely already feeling some ties to the Leo reading. If you're curious, I welcome you to check that out. It feels like you're stopping yourself from doing something. Something even about fear. I'm seeing something connected with a partnership of yours. I'm hearing I don't know what to do about it. Something's not working for you anymore and you recognize this. You know this. There may also be a question of, like, do I walk away from this completely because I know it's not working for me anymore? There's definitely a lack of fulfillment recognized, a lack of feeling connected to this partnership. Do I walk away completely, or do I move to a space where I'm making my best attempt to work with this person, to work things out with this person? It feels like giving it a last go or giving this a last try to be like, is this something we can salvage? Is this something we can work out? The thing is, you may still be in a space where like neither of those options have been explored, because you may still like not be like fully admitting, fully processing that like this actually isn't working for you anymore. Like you still may be in a space where you're like, I can't believe this isn't working, and like haven't done anything yet. Like maybe you even feel like you don't know what to do because of that. I'm seeing a really intelligent energy. I'm also seeing one that may feel at times interesting. I'm seeing a UFO here. I'm seeing a person feel at times like they kind of get like trapped or feel in a way that they're drowning within their thoughts. There's something here as well about working with the roles that you would play, working with the roles that you assign yourself. Because I'm seeing that there may be a part of you that very much identifies with a role that you've played for a very long time. And that may be coming into play here as well. This may be something that you're working with. connecting with your identity, your duties, your responsibilities. Definitely a focus on the long term, definitely a focus on something you've been doing for a long time as well. Figuring out the best ways to like be smart, to be strategic, to think about the long term, to make like disciplined choices, especially in the interest of like your self-care, your family, the things that are like more private to you, that hold value, which also includes yourself. So as I was saying that I was seeing some similarities to the Leo reading, I'm looking at Leo on the bottom of the deck. I'm seeing, okay, so the Seven of Swords popped out first, and the Seven of Swords speaks about like making a choice. Remember, this can always be someone outside of ourselves. But if this is us, it can be like making a choice that we don't feel necessarily proud of, something that is coming more so from a shadow space. I'm seeing the Knight of Wands here, so this is very much like if you're committed to a relationship and like the integrity is within like an honest conversation space, there may be something that you're not telling a partner that you haven't told. This can also mean you finding out information that you didn't have before about how someone was dishonest with you. This can also be something popping up where it's like you may be feeling impulsively drawn to something. What it looks like to me is that something has been done, something has taken place, and one may feel in a way that like this behavior or this thing that has happened was purposely not disclosed. And I'm also seeing there be a tower connected with this too. So it's kind of like somebody does something and there's a breaking apart or breaking away because of this. But I'm seeing like someone may feel ashamed of what it is that they did. To have the Seven of Swords here, it's like somebody doesn't feel good about the fact that they did this. Because if they did, it would be something that, it's like, you know, when you do something, normally if someone does something and they're proud of it, it's like they want other people to know, they want to make an announcement of it, like shout out from the rooftop. It's like this person, whoever like did something that they're not proud of, they would be like going to lengths to like conceal this, is what I'm getting. And I'm also seeing there be a tower attached to it as well. So it seems like this has like leaked into maybe territory that they didn't want it to. And I'm seeing it be like this was deliberately withheld from the person that this would be affecting. So it's like if you have a relationship, if you have a connection with someone and they did something that would have like implications that would affect your relationship, this person like purposely did not say something about it. But I'm seeing there be consequences. I'm seeing a tower. So yeah, someone may have like done something and thought that this wouldn't be like revealed or that nobody would find out, whatever. And it's like, here it is out in the open. Everybody knows. This is a moment where it's like the universe is watching. There's nothing that happens that like the universe does not see. So it's very much a moment of someone that may have thought that something happened like in the shadows or in the dark now being exposed. And I'm seeing it being exposed in like a jarring sort of way. It's not just like a gentle exposure. It's like somebody feels in a way like their history is being stripped naked and really feeling what they feel about that. It seems like something is now coming to light where it's like this person is now in a space where they like have regret, they have remorse. There's a sense of like, because this is out in the open now, this also gives the person an opportunity to recognize what this is that happened, to admit to it, to allow them to process and be like, I do regret this, or like what have you, whatever it is. It gives them the space to begin to address what this is that they're feeling about what it is that they did, a choice that they made. The reason that this is important is that if this was like kept under wraps, because it would still be able to be pushed down, it would not be being addressed. And so it would just be like the shadow having free reign of this situation. But because it is being brought to light, it allows one to process, to understand consequences, to see like the impact of their decision, to like get to the bottom of like, why did I do this? Where did this come from? Oh, when I do this, this person is affected like that. So it's giving them the opportunity to really like feel the impact of this choice, and giving them like more insight on themselves as well, into themselves, and like where their choices, where their behaviors are coming from, why a choice may have appealed to them to make. And also gives them the opportunity to make peace with the situation as well. And to heal. Truly. I find this interesting because I'm seeing it be just as applicable. It's like, this can be about somebody that, let's use one example. This can be about someone that cheated within a relationship, went out of their way to hide it. It was somehow exposed, and this gave them the opportunity to reflect on the entire situation, motivations, and also get to a space where they understand the impact of their behavior, where they come to terms with this, and allows for greater awareness, insight, and healing. So it like leads in a way to like a personal, like spiritual awakening of sorts. All from something that may have been like extremely hurtful, not just to the partner, but also the person that did this. I'm also seeing too, like if you were the recipient of this could have meant being with a partner. It's like you felt in your head about something, you knew something was going on with someone that you were meant to be within a committed relationship with, and they did something, they were not honest with you about it. And for some of you, they could have even like walked away from the relationship and weren't planning to tell you. And it's like, then you ended up finding out, which gave you the opportunity to really reflect on what it is that you were feeling, to understand more about your identity, to understand more about emotional maturity, and to also get to a space where you're mastering your emotional experience and finding your path, and also learning a lesson of like really trusting your intuition and your gut, and needing to face things rather than avoid them when you have a feeling about it. So it's like, no matter like which end of this you have been on within this experience, there is always potential on either side to reach a sense of like spiritual like upgrade, a spiritual awakening of sorts, to expand consciousness, to expand awareness, and to grow from this experience. I'm seeing Gemini, Mars. I'm also looking at Aries and Aquarius. I'm hearing pit. I'm seeing there's the possibility of somebody coming through making an offer, but I'm not seeing this necessarily be easy. It's like if somebody decides that they want to approach another person, make an offer to another person, which I'm seeing like they still have not decided upon, but if they do, I'm seeing that it's kind of like they're going to need to be jumping through hoops in order to do this. They don't know if it's going to be worth it. I feel like there's a better way to say this. It's going to be a challenge to find. I'm hearing medium ground. It's like maybe to meet halfway with this person. Going back and forth, wanting to make the offer, but feeling conflicted because it's going to be a challenge to establish equality within the relationship, for things to feel even and reciprocal. Interesting. Yeah, when it comes to like love, emotions, connection, it's like in regard to like the emotional balance of this relationship, somebody is not sure. They're like, one person is considering making an offer, another person is like considering like whether or not they would accept it, if they would be able to get to a space of like emotional reciprocity within the relationship. Especially because it seems like, you know, when we find out that somebody's been dishonest with us, especially when they did something that would, they know deliberately would hurt us, for example, like cheating on us within a relationship where it's like there's an obvious rule and you like obviously broke that and then you weren't honest about it, that ties in with like the emotional integrity and reciprocity within the relationship. And I'm seeing like that be the main focus of like, if there were a sense of like coming back together in some sort of way, I'm seeing it would, that part would be the challenge within the relationship, which very much makes sense, because it's like that's the thing that you may feel was spoiled more than anything because of what had happened. So like, is that something that can be like healed or worked out, recovered, made even? Is there peace to be found? Or is this something that one is meant to move on from? One is posed with the question of asking themselves if they feel they can get what they need on a spiritual, emotional level from this situation. When it comes to standards, needs, expectations, all of that, is that something that one can find within the situation? Gemini, Aries, Aquarius, Mars. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.